Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is going to be on Meg 2 The Trench. Okay, now, I love shark movies, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of great ones. Jaws, of course, being number one. Deep Blue Sea, I thought was pretty good. You know, at the time when it first came out, I thought it was great, but the more times I watch it, it's just pretty good. And The Shallows ranks up there for me. But when the Meg came out, the first one, I loved it. So when they decided to do a second one, which I thought the first one was a contained story and it could have just stayed by itself. But when I saw the trailers for the second one, it got me super pumped up. I mean, it got me amped up. I mean, the music in the trailer, the way it was, put together, I thought was well done. So it really got me excited to see it because I was hoping to get another movie like the first original Meg. And was it? No! Sorry, but this movie isn't any good. I mean, I'm not going to say it's absolutely horrible. It's just not a good follow up to the original Meg. Now, I did have some fun in this movie. I'm not going to lie. I had fun. And I wasn't bored really, but I think it's just because I was waiting for something to happen. When I think back on it, I was kind of bored the first 45 minutes of this movie. I mean, the last 20 and 30 minutes, it gets action packed and it started to amp up, but it just wasn't good. It felt like this movie was Sharknado and the original Meg had a baby, and that's what this movie is. And the Sharknado franchise, I'm sorry, I know it's a cultural phenomenon and people love those movies, but they love them because they're horrible. And this movie is, though not horrible, it's just not any good. I mean, I will probably never watch this movie again, but I'll watch the original Meg again for sure because that movie's great. It had good character development. Jason Statham was really good in it, and though it wasn't, really horrifying or anything like that, I had a lot of great shark moments and throughout the whole movie. But this one, no character development. You have this corporate espionage going on that no one even cares about. I went to this movie to see sharks doing damage and creating havoc and eating people, and that's what I got in the trailer. But almost everything in the trailer is in the last 20 minutes of this movie. And that's unfortunate because I was disappointed seeing this movie. They try to tell a lot of jokes and they try to be funny. I only laughed one time in this movie. I giggled a couple of times, but none of the jokes really landed for me in this movie. And that's unfortunate as well because that's what movies try to do. They keep on trying to make it funny. If they would have made this more fun and, more on the realistic side, now I understand we got to suspend some disbelief. You got to in the first one, that's for sure. But in this one, nothing in this movie is in reality. I mean, it did not make any sense. And like I said before, no character development. They're trying to show you these villains, these villain corporation. That's going on for the first 45 minutes of the movie. No one cares. We came to see the Meg, killing people. I mean, that's what a shark movie's supposed to be. And this just really fell down for me. I mean, it was a downward trajectory on this one as far compared to the first one. The first one was amazing and got me excited. That's why I was excited about this one because the first one was so good. But a third one coming out, I'm not even excited for if they do it. And let me tell you, no spoilers here, but it did end abruptly for me and without any closure because there's still a threat out there, and they just sitting on the beach and like, whoo, glad that's over. And I kind of felt the same way. I was like, whoo, glad this movie's over. It got absurd and I was not impressed and I was not happy leaving this theater. I mean, like I said, I did have fun in some moments, but I came to see the Megalodon, and he didn't even get hardly any screen time in this movie, and and I was really disappointed by it, unfortunately. So if you're wanting to go see this, I would say don't go to the theater to see it, because you know me, I'm a proponent for going to the theater and spending that money so we can make more movies. Don't go to the theater to see this one. I'm going to suggest against it, because don't spend any money on this movie, because they don't need to make another one, and we don't need to support them making another one. They need to just keep it the way it is. Forget about the second one. Just watch the first one, and you're fine. A lot of people did have fun in this, and my buddy that I went with, he liked the movie. I didn't, and I hate to say that, because I'm such a shark movie lover, because it's my worst fear is being eaten by a shark. So I love to go see it so I can kind of face my fears. But this wasn't any fun at all. You know, it just got ridiculous, and I was just disappointed, guys. I'm sorry, but just wait till it comes out on streaming if you're looking forward to seeing it. And I'd say don't spend a dime and just watch it at home and laugh at this movie. Now, go into it knowing that it's going to be Sharknado. It's Sharknado and the first Meg together. They made this movie. Okay, so just be prepared for that. But don't go in thinking it's going to be like the first one, because it's not at all. So anyway, it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Did you like the first Meg movie? I want to know. Have you seen this one? Are you planning on seeing it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!